Good morning, Jeffco PTA. We are here today with our amazing Amy Sapphire, our AAVP, who will lead us in yoga. I ask you to mute yourselves, and at the very end, we can unmute. Go ahead, Amy.
Good morning. My name is Amy. Thank you so much for joining me here. I am an AAVP for the Jeffco PTA in the areas of Lakewood, Wheat Ridge, and the Golden areas. I have been teaching yoga for about 4 years, and I'm so happy to be here today. We're doing just a gentle stretch class today. So if you are new to yoga, just know that nothing has to be to the extreme. Do what feels good to you. Please modify if you need to. We all have things going on with our bodies on any given day. So just know that any degree of a fold, any amount of a twist is going to be beneficial. The key is just to breathe, just to connect the breathing, the mind with the body, settle in, relax. This should feel good, okay? So that said, my mat is going this way. I'm going to swing my legs over here, catch behind my knees, and I'm going to roll down to my back. So just take a spot on your back. And just bend your knees, walk your heels in behind your hips. Lift your big toes, really stretch out through your feet and then lay your feet down flat with the toes pointing forward. And then take a nice deep inhale and really lift through the crown of your head to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, just release your spine all the way down to your mat. Soften through your hips, let the belly get soft. And then tee your arms out beside you. If you don't have enough room, you can goal post the arms, but ideally the arms are out in the T. Just flatten them out with the palms to the floor. And just start taking in some nice deep inhales. Really fill up the lungs as you breathe in. And then soften and let yourself settle as you breathe out. Take a few more breaths. You can close your eyes if you'd like. And now seal your lips if you can. If you're comfortable breathing through your nose, just go ahead and seal your lips here. Take inhales through your nose and exhales through your nose. This is our Ujjayi Pranayama, victorious breath, warming the muscles from the inside. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Nice calming breaths. And now keeping your knees bent, just go ahead and cross your left ankle over your right knee. Reach up with your left hand and just gently press your left knee away from you and feel that nice stretch across the hips. And now bring your left arm back to the floor, tee it out. Take a nice big inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, just drop your legs over to the right, bringing your right knee and your left heel down toward the floor, that nice twist in the hips. Go ahead and shift your right foot as much as you need to here. Try to bring that ankle flat, bring the calf down toward the floor. And just go ahead and adjust if you need to, little minor adjustments. Just shift around and make yourself more comfortable here. You should feel a nice stretch through the left hip. Continue with the breathing, filling up on the inhale, and then just softening and finding a little release on your exhale. I'm going to take about 3 breaths here, nice deep breaths. Finding a little ease and a little more comfort every time you breathe out. And now slowly draw your legs back to center. Take your time coming out of these deep stretches. We take a lot of breaths getting into them. So go ahead and plant your right heel down. Just shift your hips back to the center of your space and keep the ankle crossed over your knee. Allow your spine to settle a little bit here from your twist. And now go ahead and reach behind your right thigh. Send your left arm through your legs. And you can either link your fingers or lap your palms behind your thigh here. Flexing your toes, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows. Draw the right thigh towards your chest and gently press the left knee away with your left elbow. And you can hold still here if you'd like, or you can take a little movement if you want, straightening the arms as you inhale. Find that little release. And then as you exhale, pull the thigh towards you, pressing the knee away. And if you've got some flexibility here, you can guide your right knee in gentle little circles, go in one direction and then the other. Keep your belly strong here. Make sure this is entirely within your control if you're finding a little gentle movement. Take one more breath cycle. And then gently release your right heel down to the ground, followed by your left. And now again, tee out your arms, coming into the other side here. So lengthen the spine, reaching up through the crown of your head. Exhale, release the spine down, and then cross your right ankle over your left knee. Reaching up with the right hand to gently press the right knee away. And now returning the right arm back to your mat. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, drop your legs over to the left. The left knee and the right heel come down toward the floor. Shift the left foot, allow it to flatten. Bringing the calf as close to the floor as you can. And go ahead and adjust here, wiggle around. Make yourself more comfortable. Nice deep inhales. Softening and finding some ease in your pose with the exhale. Just feel yourself relax through your shoulder blades. Relax your hands and your feet. And just check in with yourself. Your jaw might be clenched, your hands might be curled. Just find those places where you can find a little more comfort and a little more relaxation here. And take about 3 deep breaths here. Settle in. And if you find your mind wandering, bring it back to you. Feel where you're feeling the stretch. Feel where you're sending the breath. And now on your next inhale, take your time. Draw the legs back to center. Planting the left heel down, shift your hips back to the center of your space. Let the spine settle. Keep the ankle crossed over the knee. Nice deep inhale that lengthens your spine. Exhale, release the spine down, soften through your tailbone. And then reach behind your left thigh, sending your right arm through your legs, linking the fingers or lapping the palms behind the thigh. Flex your toes. Take an inhale. As you exhale, pull the left thigh in. Press the right knee out with the elbow. Again, options here are just to hold still or to straighten your arms as you inhale. Bend the elbows as you exhale, pulling in, or just guiding the left knee in gentle circles here. You should get a nice stretch through the right hip, back of the thigh. We'll go in both directions if you're making circles. And remember, nice strong core here. Make sure you're entirely keeping this in your control. Take 2 more breaths. And now release your left heel down, followed by your right. Draw your knees into your chest and place your palms on your knees. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthening your spine. And as you exhale, curl into a ball here by drawing your forehead in toward your knees. Relax your head back. And then keeping your palms on your knees, just make some gentle circles with your knees. Go in one direction and then go the other. Nice strong belly here. Press your tailbone to the floor to protect your lower back. Take 2 more breaths. Even out. And now bring your knees back to the center. And just make your way up to a seat. Roll on up. So sitting up nice and tall here, you can cross your legs. You can straighten the legs out in front of you. If you're more comfortable like that, you can bring the soles of the feet together. Just find a place where you're sitting easily, tailbone grounded into the floor. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthening up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, just drop your chin to your chest. Inhale back to center, nice long spine. Exhale, tip your head back, chin up. Inhale back to center. Once more, tip the head forward. Inhale back to center. Exhale, tip your head back. Inhale to center. And now as you exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, stretching the left side of the neck. Inhale back to center, nice long spine, strong belly. Exhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Inhale through center. One more to the right. Breathe out. Inhale to center. Exhale, one more to the left. Inhale through center. This time, take a look to the right. Bring your chin over your shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, take a look to the left. Chin over your shoulder. Inhale through center. One more to the right. Turn, chin over your shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look to the left. And bring your chin back to center. And now come up over your knees here into a tabletop. So coming to all fours, your shoulders are aligned over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Fan your fingers out wide here. Make a big base to protect your wrists and press into your fingertips. So look in between your hands, pull the belly in, nice long spine. Take an inhale. As you exhale, arch your back into a cat. Press the spine high and let the head hang. Feel that stretch between the shoulder blades. And now inhale to a cow by dropping your belly down and look up. Gentle arch to the back here. Exhale, back to your cat. Round the spine, drop the head. Inhale to a cow, drop the belly down, look up. So roll through a few cat-cows here on your own time. Just connect with the breath. And you can take any movement here that feels good. If it feels good to sway your hips off to one side and to the other, play around, take a little organic movement. You can sit your hips back to your heels if that feels good, or curl the bottoms of the feet under, stretch them out. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds here just to move around, get what you need. And just keep breathing. Connect with that breath, feel it with the movement. If you're going side to side, take a moment to even out here. And bring it back to a neutral spine. And now step your feet back, curl your toes under, real quick plank here, high push-up position, and then send your hips into a downward facing dog. Press your chest toward your thighs and just pedal out your heels here. Nice deep knee bends, one at a time, as you press your opposite heel toward your mat. And then look under one arm, and then look under the other. Fingers spread wide here, pressing into the fingertips. So just stretch the calves, spine mat wiggle. And now let the heels settle. Flatten through the shoulder blades, looking back at your toes here, nice long neck. And now look to your hands and step or hop forward. Bring your feet beneath your hips, have a little bend to your knees here, and just let your head hang, come to a forward fold, bringing your chest down towards your thighs. If you'd like, you can reach for your opposite elbows. Feel how that creates a little weight, drawing the torso down, and just let your head hang. And now release your elbows and inhale to a halfway lift. So your back is flattened here. You're making a nice L. Your flat back is perpendicular to your nice straight legs, keeping a tiny bend to the knees here. Just make sure the kneecaps aren't locked. Draw your shoulders back, lengthen through the crown of your head. Take an inhale and then exhale to a forward fold. Let it go. Inhale to a halfway lift. Bring those shoulders back, nice long spine. Exhale to a forward fold. One more, halfway lift. Exhale to a fold. And now step your left foot back here. Coming into a runner's lunge. Your left knee or your right knee is aligned over your right ankle. I'm doing things opposite you right now to face you, so I don't know my left from my right. Drop your back heel down to the right so your toes point to the left. And now step your back foot in a tiny bit here as you straighten your front leg. So we're coming into a pyramid pose here. You should feel a nice stretch up the back of your front leg. Try to line your feet up so you've got a nice straight line from your front heel running through your back arch. If you have a block with you or anything to support you, this is a great place to plant it under a palm. Get a little bit of a leverage here. And just try to let the head go and let your torso get heavy over the front leg. Just a few more breaths here. If you've got weight in your hands on the floor, try pressing into that front foot. Your hands should be more for balance here than weight bearing. And now walk your hands over to the left and swing your right toes in so your feet are parallel. So your toes are pointing forward. You're in a wide-legged forward fold here. Just gently rock the weight onto the balls of the feet. So you're just light in the heels. And then let the head go. Come into that wide-legged forward fold. Drop the head, let gravity take your head down. Keep the knees just slightly bent here. Remember, don't lock them. It's easy to do. Few more breaths. Feel that stretch up the backs of the legs. And now coming into a pyramid on the other side, walk your hands towards your left foot and swing those left toes parallel with your mat. So those toes are pointing forward. Again, line up the feet here, nice straight line. From the front heel running through your back arch. You can shorten your stance if you need to here. And again, grab that block for leverage if you need it. Nice strong front leg pressing into the foot to take the weight. Hands are for balance, not for weight bearing. And just let the torso get heavy over your front leg. Take a few more breaths here. Feel that strength. Feel that stretch. One more breath. And now walk your hands back over to the center and swing those left toes back in. Again, you're in that wide-legged forward fold. Feet are parallel. Let your head hang down. And now with your right hand, reach for your left foot, crossing the body, and then raise your left arm high. Find a nice windmill stretch here. Stack the shoulder. And now come to the other side. Left hand reaches for the right foot. Right arm high. Other side. Windmill across. Find that twist. Nice strong belly as you stack the shoulders. And once more. Other side. Swing it across. Twist. Release your arm down. Come back to center. Find a halfway lift here, nice long spine, pull the belly in tight. Exhale, forward fold. Two more, halfway lift, bring it up with your inhale. Exhale, fold. One more, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good, toe heel your feet into the center here. Walk them in, bring your feet below your hips. Take one more inhale to a halfway lift. And then as you exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, and come back to a seat. So facing me here, bring your knees out and bring the soles of your feet together. You can bring your hands to the outsides or the fronts of your shins here. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthening up through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, just hinge forward with a nice flat back. Take a breath, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, come a little further. And just try to find a little more depth with each exhale here. If you're good, stop here. Nice deep inhales. And then just try to take it a little further with every exhale. Even if it's a millimeter, make that change with every breath out. Take it to the place where you're comfortable or maybe slightly uncomfortable. This is when your flexibility increases, when you take it a little further than you thought you could, but without force, just breathe into it. And just let your head hang here. Feel the spine lengthening, stretching between the shoulder blades. Two more breaths, find that depth. And now take two full breaths as you slowly make your way back up. Always take your time coming out of these deep stretches. Now extend your left leg out, stretch it out, and bring the right foot into your inner thigh. Turn and shift so your torso is facing your extended leg, looking out at your foot. Take an inhale. If you have a strap here or a scarf, you might use it here. Take an inhale, reach up, and as you exhale, just slowly hinge forward, bringing your chest down towards your thigh. When you can't fold anymore, you can wrap a scarf around your foot if you need to. Just start softening into your fold. Really reaching across the body with that right arm. You should feel a nice stretch up the side body here. So just keep stretching and again, softening, finding that little bit of depth every time you breathe out. Take 2 breaths as you slowly make your way up to a seat. Turn your torso to face the center. Extend the right leg. Bring the left one in. Sole of the foot comes to the inner thigh. And then shift so your chest is facing your extended leg. Nice deep inhale. Reach up. Bring your biceps by your ears. And as you exhale, slowly hinge forward. Use your core strength here. Take your time. Try not to collapse. And then when you can't fold forward anymore, just bring your chest down toward your thigh. Let your forehead come down towards your knee, reaching across the body with that left arm, stretching up the side and just softening and feeling a little depth with every breath out. And just shift around if you need to here. Like I said, this should feel good. Should be a bit of a challenge. You're going to want to drink water all day after this. You're doing some deep work in your connective tissue. A few more breaths. And now take 2 full breaths as you make your way out. Take your time. And now come and just cross your legs for a moment here. Take an inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, just make some circles with the torso. Imagine the crown of your head making nice, concise circles here, pulling the core in tight. Go in one direction and then the other. One more time around each side. And now bring yourself back to center. We're going to come back to our backs here. So swing your legs over to the side. Catch behind your thighs. And just slowly roll down to your back. Bend your knees, walk the heels in behind the hips. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release the spine all the way down to your mat. And now reach your left arm up over your head. Drop your knees over and roll to the left. So you're laying on your side, facing me. Knees are bent, heels are behind you. With your right arm, reach back and grab the top of your right foot. Just pull the heel in, get a nice stretch through the front of the thigh. Rest your head on your arm. Gently release your foot. Roll to your back. Other side, right arm comes up over the head. Drop the knees to the right. Rest your head on your arm. Top arm reaches back, grabs the top foot. Get that nice stretch in the thigh. And gently release your foot. Roll to your back. Inhaling through the crown of the head, releasing the spine all the way down. Soften through your tailbone. And now extend your left leg long. Just stretch it out and draw your right knee into your chest. Just hold it there. Relax the left leg, let it go. No tension, let the toes drop off to the side. And just make some circles with your right knee. Go 4 times in one direction and then 4 times in the other. Circle it around. Little massage for your tailbone. And now bring the knee back to center. Hang on to the knee with your left hand and extend your right arm over to the right. Bring your palm down to the floor and just melt the right shoulder down to your mat to keep the shoulder grounded. And then with your left hand, just gently draw your right knee over to the left, coming into a supine twist here. You're stacking the right hip on top of the left, keeping the shoulders down. Your left hand is draped over your knee to give it a little weight. If you'd like, you can take a look over your right shoulder, extra little twist here. Nice deep inhales, finding length and strength as you breathe in. And then softening and finding some ease in your pose as you breathe out. See if you can bring that right knee closer to the floor as you exhale. We're going to take about 4 or 5 breaths here. Keep breathing. Take one more breath. Let it out. As you inhale, roll to your back, pulling that right knee in, and draw the left knee in as well. Bring the knees side by side. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, extend the right leg long, stretch it out, relax it, holding the left knee into your chest. And then make some circles with your knee, 4 times in each direction, rotating the hip. Just feel the muscles in your arms and your chest working with you as you rotate that knee. Bring it back to center. Hang on to the knee with your right hand. Extend the left arm over to the left. Palm to the floor. Melt the left shoulder down. And then draw your left knee over to the right, stacking that left hip on top of the right. Nice twist in the hips here. Shoulders remain on the mat. If your left shoulder came off of your mat here, just back out of your twist a little bit. Allow the right hand to drape on the outside of the left knee. Give it some weight. Option to take a look to the left if you'd like. That may have felt good on the other side. It might not on this one. You don't have to do everything identically. It's ideal, but it's not practical. So just get your best stretch. Nice deep inhales. Soften and relax with the exhale. And take about 3 or 4 more breaths here. Nice deep inhales, finding length as you breathe in, and softening and finding ease as you breathe out. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let it out. Soften into the twist as far as you can take it. Nice deep stretch. And then roll to your back and draw both of your knees into your chest. Take an inhale that lengthens your spine. Nice long neck. Exhale, round your forehead up to your knees. Now relax your head back. Bring your knees out wide. Send your heels toward the ceiling and grab your inner arches here, coming into a happy baby. Or you can hold your outer arches if that's more comfortable, or your ankles or your calves, whatever you can reach. Try to keep your knees wide and your heels wide. Feeling that nice stretch in the thighs. If you'd like, you can rock side to side here. Just find a little ease. And now from here, I invite you to take any final moves you need before relaxing into Shavasana. If you're ready for our final resting pose, spread out wide, get comfortable. You can draw your shoulder blades together here to elevate the heart, let it rest. You can have your knees bent if you want, or the legs out straight. Just find the most comfortable position you can be in, where you're totally relaxed. Close your eyes, settle in, and absorb the work you've put in. And take a few more breaths. And now begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring some awareness back to your body. Draw your knees into your chest. And now raise your right arm up over your head and roll to your right side. Drop your knees down, coming into a fetal position. Allow your head to rest on your arm. Making your way up to a seat when you're ready. Turn to face me. If you would like to unmute here, you can. I'll give you a moment to do that so we can share in one final moment. So draw your arms out to the sides. Take one last deep inhale, bring it up, reach. And then as you exhale, sigh it out. Thank you for gathering in peace. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Amy, that was fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your conference. Drink a lot of